The Rushville-Industry Rockets and the West Central Cougars. At this time, would everyone please rise and face right field as Brianna Gregory and Will Mason play our Stars Spangled Banner.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Winchester as we are getting set for IHSA regional action, championship action between the West Central Cougars and the Rushville-Industry Rockets. Denny Vortman, Phil Pratt, and we'll have Kent Coltis on the mic with us.
He's making his debut this year too.
That's right.
So that's great.
We've got a West Central team that is 21-5. We know that for sure. Not sure on Rushville's record, but they got here by beating the Liberty Eagles in what was really a kind of a close scoring game until late.
Yeah, it was. I watched most of that before I had to get the 8th grade promotion, but what a pitcher's duel. So
West Central will have their ace on the mound, Dalton Hutton. And Reimels will be the
he's the catcher today.
First batter for the Rushville Rockets. I'm going to shorten it. I'm sorry, Industry.
Yep.
Ooh. First pitch a little inside. We have Matt Olson behind the plate. He's a good one. Bill Leonard looks like he's down there on the third base side. And I can't see who's on the first base side. Swing and a miss for strike two. West Central set up really well in this, being the top seed in this regional, allowing their ace to go early. A little flare. Nice job by Sievers to get to it, but it's going to be an infield single, I'm going to call it.
Yeah.
Just one of those little bloop. Found a hole.
Put a little contact on it and made it just a little squeeze right there. So got Freetag stepping up to the plate now. He's pitching for the Rockets today.
Freetag.
And he knows these guys pretty well because he was one of the Rage teammates for quite a few years.
Yeah,
So.
we'll talk about that throughout the day. This is a senior-heavy West Central group as far as skilled positions, that Hutton being one of them, Carson Brown over there at first base, Sievers, a lot of them that we'll talk about. And one of them on that team is Bennett Freetag, good friend of these guys.
Big crowd today, too. Got a nice concession stand going on. Matt Barber and Phil Springer back there cooking up burgers, brats, and dogs.
Right. And want to thank Matt Barber and Philip Springer, two community guys that help us out. Runner's going.
Oh, he's toast.
And he just got under the tag. Yeah, I agree with that. Leonard was all over that.
Yeah. Nice throw by Caden.
Head first slide, but the throw kind of moved him towards second base. Second base position, I mean. Stolen base by the Rockets. It is.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Freetag. Sutton gets the sign he wants. And the pitch. Puts it in play. Get it to 1.
Nice job by Sievers. Little ground ball out to Sievers, but Freetag does his job. He pushes it to the right side. Moves the runner over to third.
First baseman, Jackson Spencer.
This is where Hutton really could use a strikeout.
Yeah.
He's going to start from the windup now with the runner on third base. Infield's going to play back and get the out. First pitch from Hutton is a little low. Second pitch is fouled off.
Right off Caden's mask.
Caden's pretty brave anyway. He was warming up Hutton earlier. I was down there watching it, talking to Aaron Liddick that's down there in the corner, and he didn't have a mask on, nothing, and was telling Hutton just to bring it every pitch he had.
Well, there you go.
Whatever works for you, I guess. Nice pitch. That's the difference I tell my son all the time in high school. You know, you expect a fastball count, or you're in a fastball count, and he throws you something totally different. Big strikeout by Hutton. That's what he needed. That's 2 outs. In the top of the first here. Still runner on third base.
Bacon, Kessler.
That'll bring Kessler up to the plate. He's the shortstop out there. He sees strike 1 on a check.
He threw
swing.
a good game Thursday here. He had those, 16 strikeouts, I believe, so. Pops that one up. Looks like out of play. Behind us.
Hutton has worked his way into a favorable count here. 0-2 on Kessler. Runner at third base. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. A little high, right in front. Oh, Meyer couldn't see it. Runner tried to take off, and then
I don't know, did that hit Meyer's mask and
I think it
drop?
just popped right out of his glove. You
didn't
can tell he's shaking his hand right now.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
And he throws him on strike 3. Nice job by Hutton getting out of that one. 2 strikeouts in the inning. Top of the first is over. We'll be ready for the bottom in just a minute. Back at it here in Winchester. Top of the first already over. A little flare hit by the number 1 hitter. He got himself all the way over to third, but Hutton gets 2 strikeouts in the inning and gets himself out of it. A mini little jam there. Bennett Freitag finishing up his warm-up pitches. That'll be Dalton Hutton that will lead us off.
Central pitcher, Dalton Hutton.
Pitcher for tonight, as you hear Kent Coltis tell us. He's batting .442 on the year with 5 home runs and 23 RBIs. One of the big hitters for West Central in the
good numbers for a leadoff hitter.
Leadoff hitter, you're right. Starts him with an off-speed pitch. Be interesting to see how both of these guys handle themselves. Like you talked about, teammates at good portions of the season. Sees 2 off-speed pitches, and both of them are strikes. And this is where I like Hutton right here. He's not too proud. He's going to choke up on the bat, and he's going to find a way to put it in play, hopefully.
Yeah, it's a good possibility he might see another one. He's seen a diet of those lately. Yep.
He does. He shorts up, puts it in right center field. Tracked is the right fielder, and he gets it. We'll take it. Good contact.
Second baseman, Cameron Severs.
That'll bring in Severs. Severs is one of those spark plugs for West Central. He does just about everything. If you see him in the field, he's covering a lot of ground, kind of like on that first hit.
Yeah.
It wasn't a hit until the very last minute. A little off speed. Strike 1 on a check swing. Severs batting .260 on the year, 13 RBIs. Fouls the next one off right in the lap of the catcher.
That's 5 straight off-speed pitches. And that makes 6.
Little inside, and that was a tough one to lay off on.
Mm-hmm.
These hitters get so far up on that line sometimes that they almost can tie themselves up. Shoots that one foul and almost takes out Steve Moore. Better him than the little ones, right?
Yeah. He's always back there kind of guarding them, isn't he?
Yeah. 0-2 count here. 1-2 count, I'm sorry. And he looks at strike 3 on a fastball. And Freitag has him just off balance right now.
Yep.
It's a total guessing game.
Yeah, like I said, first 5 or 6 pitches off speed, and then throws him a fastball, he fouls off, and that was actually another fastball.
Right.
But
in steps the big guy, the first baseman, batting .500 on the year.
That's impressive.
7 home runs, 51 RBIs. He has had some big, big games for West Central. That being Carson Brown. Swings through the first one.
He's probably guessing off speed there, I would think, just the way he started the rest of those guys out.
Pitch number 2 is in the dirt, blocked nicely by the catcher. These two teams played earlier in the year. Talking to Coach DeWitt, he knew that this is going to be a game for him.
Yep. It was 6-5, wasn't it?
Yeah, Rushville jumped out on top early. Brown smokes that one foul.
Waited on the off-speed pitch
sneaks under
there.
the fence. And you see, I think he's looking for the ball, but DeWitt is playing a little deeper than he normally does. Over at third, and I would be too. Brown's 1-2 pitch here. He sends one high into center field, but that's going to be the center fielder under that one. Makes that look easy, and that's 3 outs for West Central. Through 1 inning, no score.
3 up, 3 down.
Jordan McGinnis leads it off for the Rockets here in the top of the second inning. And first pitch by Hutton is ball.
Swing and miss on that one.
Can't beat today, can you, Phil?
No, beautiful.
For a May day, and I'm in a sweatshirt, and it's not that it's really that cold, but
right.
That's a ball. It maybe could have been a strike if it was caught.
I think if he catches that, that's a strike. So
Meyer may have gotten a little bit crossed up there.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, 2 balls, 1 strike. Nice pitch by Hutton. And that might be the only chance you're going to get sometimes. When you get a 3-1 count looking fastball, you better be ready to pull the trigger.
He kind of scooted up in the box a little bit. Maybe he's going to
And he misses a little low there.
Yep.
Nathan Stanball.
Stanball digs in. Hutton from the stretch. A little amped up probably. That's where Hutton struggled a little bit early in the count right now. Gets a strike on this one.
Keeping a close eye on him over there at first. You don't want him to push that guy over. Stanball swings and misses through that one.
This is where I love the game. Do you just kind of stick to that fastball, or he's been a little bit a tick behind it, or do you try to do something else, throw a slider? He swings through a high fastball for strikeout number 1 in the inning. 1 out.
Right fielder Bradley Hollingsworth.
Hollingsworth is playing right field, and I watched him in warm-ups. Man, can he cover some ground?
Yeah.
He bats from the left side here with 1 out and 1 on. Snap throw over to first. Back in time. It gets away from Carson, and not enough. Good hustle by Sievers and Brown.
And Ben Banger
and
coming
even
in
Ben
there
Banger all the way out there. That's a lot of ground for Ben because he's playing pretty deep there.
Yep.
But that's winning baseball, too. Little things.
Yep.
I think Brown was trying to snap a tag on it.
Yep.
And just got away from him. Hutton continues to take the legs out of the runner, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
That's what pitchers do. Swing and a miss.
I have to put some pine tar in Caden's glove.
Yeah. There's some extra zip, I'm sure, today.
Yeah.
Swings through a high fastball again, strike 2. Hutton in control now, 1 and 2. Checks the runner again.
And the delivery.
Yeah, nice pitch by Hutton.
Full strike.
I think that's strikeout number 4 for Hutton.
Baseman Josh Little.
We put that on our statistician back there.
That's right.
The KC.
Or get your game changer fired up.
Well, you know, I can't use all my battery.
I got you a charger over here. 2 outs. Third baseman digs in and sees one just a little bit outside.
So we got a long day of baseball here, and then
we do.
Off to Jacksonville.
Both of us, you know, baseball here, regional championship, can't beat it. And then we got to hustle to Jacksonville as our Blue Cats play.
Yep.
Swing and a miss for strike one. Hutton is starting to just kind of settle in now.
Mm-hmm.
And when he settles in, folks, that's a long night for some teams. That ball gets away from Meyer, and the runner will advance 90 feet. Any questions I have on the official scoring? I got him behind me.
Yeah, the official score is here.
That's high for ball number 3.
Let's go back and attack right here.
And he lost him. Nothing really hurt, though, as puts a force out in play. 2 outs, runners on second and first.
Left fielder, Jagger Bartlett.
That'll bring in the 9th batter of the game for Rushville, Bartlett. He's the left fielder, and he sees strike one, and maybe not a bad approach. Second pitch is skied up. Carson Brown is under it. Everybody's moving. That is a high pop-up, and Brown takes care of it. 3 outs in the top of the second. We're going to move to the bottom half. Still no score.
Should be
Bottom of the second, Landon Woods will lead this one off. Woods, the number 4 hitter, batting .321. He's got 3 home runs, 22 RBIs. Another one of those seniors for West Central.
And a Rage player, so he's played against him also. Looks like he saw a die at a curveball too. Right out of the gate.
Off-speed pitch, pops it right up to the second baseman, caught him reaching. And that's out number 1.
Catcher, Caden Meyer.
Number 5 hitter, Caden Meyer, .304 average, 2 home runs, 16 RBIs. Sees a fastball a little low. Nice job by the catcher framing that one.
Yeah. Throws him off speed there, swings and misses for strike number 1.
Shoots that one to the first baseman. Nice job by the first baseman. Knocks it down, picks it up, and steps on the bag. 2 down for West Central.
Third baseman, Tucker Arnold.
That brings in Tucker Arnold, .329 batting average and 10 RBIs. And he's one of those kids that over the last couple of years, about anywhere, he's been a steady third baseman for the most part.
This year, yeah.
But he's
last year, he's outfield, infield.
Behind the plate a couple times.
Yep. He's kind of like our Kent back there, the old Kendo guy.
Yeah. He can do about it all.
Yep.
Sees ball one. And it'll be interesting to see. And he shoots that one to the shortstop. It comes off the lip nice. And he might beat this one out. He did. Nice hustle by Arnold.
The shortstop just kind of let it come to him. I don't know why. And
he got the nice hop that he wanted, and he just kind of almost tapped his glove a couple times to get in rhythm with his throw, and Arnold was past the bag.
Yep.
Nice job by Tuckle Arnold. Again, we talked about a play already. Just winning baseball, little things.
Yeah. I just like to call it baseball IQ too, you know, just knowing the situation, knowing what's going on, and just always hustling.
Anthony Hance sees the first one as a strike. He's batting .309 on the year. 19 RBIs. Another one of those pitchers for West Central. Swings through, strike two. Free tag in control of this one, 0-2 the count on the number 7 batter. Ooh. He sees an outside strike. Free tag strikes out Hance, and that's the end of the second inning. Going to the top of the third, still no score. Bottom of the third. Well, Dalton Hutton taking his warm-up pitches.
Top of the third.
Sorry, top of the third. Want to thank Matt Barber and Philip Springer again for cooking for us today.
Right, absolutely.
One of the many volunteers that we have out
then
here.
We got Jess and your wife Amanda running the concession stand with the soda and the candies over there. So, yeah, it's a great day. Brought the girl in here.
Yeah, we talk about our community a lot. You know, you see these ads running. We appreciate that.
Yeah.
See all the people that step in and just kind of make this a fun atmosphere like the ones we just mentioned.
Tons of community support for everyone.
That's right. I just got done with a graduation that gave out over $40,000 in scholarships.
That's so impressive. Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Impressive for a small community. So we always want to thank our community. That's why we can do what we do. Hutton. It's a 1-1 count now as the off-speed pitch misses. Top of the order for the Rockets. He had a little flare single in his first at bat. See strike two.
It was Severs' way last time, correct?
Yeah, just kind of popped it right in between Severs and Brown, and that was close. That was hard to lay off. They're going to check if he swung, and he did not. I didn't think he did either.
Those checks are always free. Why not, right?
Yeah, that's right. High, and that makes it a full count. Fastball fouled straight back. He was ready for that. Probably going to see another one, maybe. And he doesn't. That's why I'm not a pitcher.
Yeah.
Off-speed pitch just froze him. Great pitch. And confidence in a pitch.
Yeah. Yep. This brings in the pitcher free tag.
He sees an off-speed pitch and hammers it into the dirt foul. He bounces another one foul. Arnold picks it up just past the bag, and it's 0-2. He's gone through 4 signs. He's going to take the last one here. And it's a fastball roped right at Arnold. Nice play. He better hustle across the diamond. He pulled. Oh, nice job by Brown.
Yeah, he kept his foot on there. Yes, he did.
Nice job by Brown. Really nice play by Tucker, too.
Yeah.
A hot shot right at him. He just kind of poked it into the ground, and
I mean,
what a play by Brown.
Both of them, really. I mean, that was a smoked. It was a hard hit ball.
Yeah.
Jackson Spencer.
There's got to be a hockey goalie over there, don't you?
Carson had to not only just stretch, he scooped it, and then as he scooped it, it almost wanted to pull his bag. Oh, there's a shot to left field. It's going to go over. It hits the pole. It's a home run. It's a home run.
Just the pole come back in.
Yep. Hits the light pole out there in left field, and that will give the Rockets a 1-0 lead.
Bacon, Kessler.
That'll bring in Kessler. Hutton regroups back to the windup, and he blows one right past Kessler.
Saw that one back out of play. Gets him down 0-2 here.
It was Jackson Spencer that hit that shot. Everything we were explaining on the last out just kind of took away a little bit from his spotlight. So
yeah,
it was a shot. I mean, it hit up that pole probably, what, 15 feet or so? Right off of it. So it was a no-doubter. And he guessed right. Fastball coming at him, and he just yanked it.
Turned on it.
Hutton, another fastball.
Should be a shortstop.
Nice job by Landon Woods, the shortstop. He makes the play, and that's how the top of the third will end. It's a home run by Spencer that gives Rushville the 1-0 lead. Bottom of the third inning, it will be 8-9-1 for West Central. Bangert digs in, batting 159. He's a freshman. He'll be a big-time player for this program, not only at the plate, but as a nice left-handed option for Coach DeWitt.
Right.
He fouls the first one off. We'll take it. He gets hit.
Number 6, Hayden Johns.
I got him right maybe in the elbow, didn't it?
Yeah, he's going to get a time over here as they're going to. he just kind of had that bat in his right hand there, and he just took his left hand and knocked it.
Numb because it's numb. He's now Justin's wanting him to, kind of make a fist, make a grip, and everything. But like I said, I think he got right in the elbow, and
just kind of.
There's nothing funny about the funny bone. I don't know if that's where it got, but
it was close. You're right.
Like I said, that's why he knocked it out of there, because I don't think he could move his hand there for a second.
I thought he was being funny at first when he did that. He kind of held onto the bat.
Looked like on the inside of the elbow there.
Yeah. He kind of held onto the bat, and then he took his other hand and just knocked the bat out of his hand. Like he couldn't let go of it. He's been checked out. He says he's good. We'll take it. Runner at first here for West Central.
Long ways from your heart.
That's right. It is a long ways from your heart.
Let's go.
And it won't hurt near as much when you score a run, too.
That's right.
That brings in another freshman who, if he sees a fastball, he's going to try to bunt. He does. He pushes it hard, but he does his job. Play's going to be at first, and it'll move Ben Bangert over. It was bunted pretty hard.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. So it looked like right when he squared around, I think I wasn't watching Ben, but I'm assuming he was probably in motion moving that way. So, because he didn't have time to throw over there. I mean, he looked at him, but he was already gone. So.
Yeah. Nice job by Hayden John doing a job, especially if Ben was taken off a little bit on the pitch. That'll bring the top of the order up. Hutton, he sees one in the dirt. Nice job by Kessler behind the plate there to keep it in front.
Reynolds.
Oh, I had the wrong guy.
That's why we're volunteers, Denny.
That's right. And that's why I got you, Phil. Inside pitch to Hutton. And this is really the first time we've seen free tag kind of in a situation. I won't say a jam, but seeing how he's going to.
Now with base runners, do you want to spike one in the dirt? You don't want to do that, So you got to come at him now?
He puts it in the dirt. Nice job by the catcher again. 3-0 count. Hutton is always pretty disciplined, but he's also one of our big hitters. Second in the team in home runs. So it's interesting to see how they're going to play this. Nothing hurt there. Nice pitch by Freetag. 3-0 off-speed pitch.
Yep. What they say, live life like a 3-1 count.
That's right. Here
Let's
we go. Another off-speed pitch, and it floats away outside. Puts 2 on for West Central with 1 out, and Sievers now at the plate. You really got to go after Sievers here because your biggest hitter for West Central is sitting on deck.
Yes, sir.
And you don't want to see a bases loaded or any situation where you have to really pitch to Carson Brown. Off-speed pitch to Sievers. He's frustrated. You can see it on his face. Nice job by Freetag. Makes you wonder if, you see these diet of off-speed pitch. Next one in the dirt. He swings through it. If you don't just send the runners at some point.
Yeah. I don't know why you wouldn't see another one now. Got him in the hole 0-2.
This is where your Freetag has all his options right now. And Cameron has looked lost with the off-speed pitches right now.
Trying to maybe outguess himself possibly, I think.
And he gets hit right in the ribs. But look at him, ball fired up. Spark. I don't know if I could have taken that like that.
Well, I don't know. Did he get in, you say the ribs or the wrist?
Yeah, just right under the armpit in the rib area right there.
That's kind of tender.
Dang.
Let me poke you right there, Danny.
And then he had he just gritted his teeth and ran to first base.
Yep.
Man, and he's smiling over there. I'd be crying right now. That's a tough kid, and that's the stuff I'm talking about. You know, a 260 hitter, but he gets on base, he figures it out.
No,
he covers a lot of ground on the field. I mean, just one of the leaders of West Central. Just a pain in the butt.
Well, that's how it was on the basketball court.
Yeah, yeah. The guy you love to have on your team. Infield kind of creeps in just a little bit. Carson
They're coming
Brown.
home with the ball. Hit to them.
And he gets hit. And that's going to tie the baseball game. Carson Brown.
That's 3 in this inning, right?
That's 3 in this inning, and Ben just walked past us.
I think you got to go. I think you can only hit 3 in 1 inning, I believe. I think.
Really?
I don't know. Well, Kent, where's the stats on that?
Yeah.
You don't know?
Why? I don't know. Maybe you're right on that. I don't know the rule on that, but we're going to have a new pitcher in this one. Bases loaded for West Central. Only 1 out. We'll be back in just a minute. Back to action. Bottom of the 3rd inning. West Central just tied it up. 3 hit batters by Freetag, and he's hustling to third base as Little is the new pitcher for Rushville. Bases loaded, 1 out. Number 4 hitter, Landon Woods, up the plate. He sees one, bounces it to Freetag. He's going to not have a play. It's going to be
they're going to bring everybody home now.
It's going to be an error. Hutton scores. Seaver scores. Carson Brown goes to 3rd, and Landon Woods goes to 2nd base on the air.
And the baseball finds you, doesn't it?
Well, you know, honestly, Freetag was kind of running out on the field. Little was getting ready to go.
Right.
So there wasn't much of a
warm up out there. So
much of a get used to anything out there. And then, right as you say, infield was in, and he does a nice job of playing the baseball.
Right. You know, he couldn't get the guy 3rd for the 4th, so
that'll bring in Caden Meyer with 2 big ones out there for West Central. 3-1 now, West Central. Still only 1 out here in the 3rd inning. Off-speed pitch.
Bit outside. Oh,
no, he called it. I thought he would leave it a little high up there, but Olson sees it better than we do. And what a good one he is.
Yeah, actually, I believe he's maybe doing the state tournament this year too. Again.
Another off-speed pitch. Meyer sends it high in the air. Shortstop under it. And that'll be out number 2.
Third baseman, Tucker Arnold.
Arnold back up. He legged out an infield single last time up.
Good high by Arnold.
Little. And Arnold shoots that one foul down the left field line. Kind of jumped at that one a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
1-1 count. Bottom of the 3rd, 3-1 West Central. 2 runners on with 2 outs.
So, really, I think a base knock will score 2 here. especially with Landon out there on second with a big lead, especially with 2 outs.
Arnold shoots one into the right field, and there's that right fielder again I was talking about. It just kind of hung up there, and he glided right under it. But a big inning for West Central. They get 3 in the inning by 3 hit by pitches, and they lead this one 3-1. Top of the 4th inning now. Jordan McGinnis will lead us off for the Rockets. Hutton on the mound now with a 3-1 lead. Strike 1. I believe maybe he walked the last time, Kent. Is that right? He confirms it.
Takes that ball 1 upstairs.
You know, we talk a lot about these seniors, but we also need to talk a little bit about this coaching staff for West Central. You know, Mr. DeWitt being here for many years and really coaching this Rage team that you see a lot of players on both of the sides here. And, of course, you have Coach Fuller, who's doing a lot of work at the young level. He's the assistant coach working with not only junior high baseball but Blue Cat baseball. And so a lot of this stuff, strike 3 by Hutton.
And they're teaching them the right way, you know, just him being the junior high coach and everything. And then, you know, last year, Bigley came in.
Yeah, you see Coach Bigley had some health issues over the winter, but it's good to see him back. He has not only been huge for West Central, but he's got a connection here with the Rushville team as well, as he played high school baseball there. But Coach Bigley sitting on the bucket over there.
Yeah, that's his passion bucket, really. I mean, he just, you know, he keeps stats and everything and charts everything for him, so.
Passion bucket. Oh, that's interesting. Is that what he calls it?
I think so. He spends a lot of time on there, you know, talking to those guys, and so it's like I said, it is good to have him back in there.
Yeah, he is passionate about the game, and he knows a lot about the game. You know, just listening to him over there, because he does Blue Cats as well with West Central, and you get to hear some of the things that he says, and then I'll ask him some questions sometimes too, because we talked in the first game as Hutton strikes out another one.
You're talking about the first game of the year?
Yeah.
He was on the mics with us.
He was on the mic with us.
And he had some very good insight, especially on some of the umpiring stuff. So.
Well, we talked about a catcher's interference call, and I didn't, or a catcher's balk, wasn't it, or something like that?
Yeah,
And I didn't know that was even a thing. Hutton working fast now with 2 strikeouts in the inning already. It's the right fielder for the Rockets here in the 4th inning. 2 outs. 2 strikeouts. Hutton working fast. He fouls that one off. One ball, 2 strikes on the right fielder.
Oh, leave that one a little upstairs. So
I like the pitch, though.
Yeah, I do too.
Changes eye level. You've got a pitch or 2 to play with here. And Hutton looking for a quick inning. All-speed pitch and just freezes him. 3 strikeouts in the inning, and that's the way you come back after getting the lead. 3-1 West Central going into the bottom of the 4th. Anthony Hance will lead off the bottom of the 4th inning for West Central, who had a big inning last inning with 3 runs. We got confirmation, didn't we, over there?
Yeah, so talking to Matt, I just had a question. I see they pulled free tag out of there, and I didn't know it was because he had 3 hit batsmen that inning or what, but I think they just didn't want it to unravel on him. So, and I don't know if he's actually pitched a lot this year. I know that the shortstop, he was their ace, so.
And Little throws one high and
hangs that one up and
Hance
goes
just
upstairs and
tomahawks
gets
it. Yeah, tomahawks it in right center for a base hit.
Right fielder, Ben Banger.
Little's pitch, it's in the dirt, and he's been called for a balk anyway, so it doesn't matter. Leonard called him a no pitch on this one. And I imagine he's calling it for not being set. So Hance advances to second base. We'll see the first pitch now to Banger.
If he tries to square around here again or not.
He does. He pushes
it
to the left field, left side. It's going to be a tough play by Little. He throws to nobody. He's going to.
He just looked and turned, nobody there.
It's going to be Ben Banger at second base on an error by the pitcher. First baseman charged. Nobody covered second base or first base. And Little just turned to throw it, expecting somebody to be there. Had somebody been there, it was a good throw, just to nobody. So the first baseman talking to the second baseman right now about how they want to cover it now. So that makes it 4-1 West Central. It's going to be strike one on Johns. We didn't get a chance to really talk to him. He bunted in the first inning to advance some runners. He's a 194 batting average, 5 RBIs.
And he actually squared around there and took that for strike one. Showing bunt again.
See, strike 2. He's one of those kids that if he sees a fastball that he can get behind, his swing is very violent, and I mean that in a good way. But he can also be like a lot of freshmen. He pokes one into right field, and it's going to be a base hit. Are they going to send Banger?
Nope,
They're going to hold him right there.
Stops on at third.
Nice job by Hayden Johns. Weight back, just shot it where it was pitched into right field. And now that sets the table for West Central. Top of the order, Hutton back up. Hutton gets his signs here from Coach DeWitt. See how Rushville's going to play this. I'm sure they're going to try to move. There he goes. Shoots it to shortstop. A little play. It's going to be booted, and it's not going to be enough.
Everybody moves up. Banger scores.
Shot to the shortstop, and he charged it well, but just booted it enough to allow Hutton to be safe at first.
Second baseman, Cameron Sievers.
5-1 West Central. Still could be a big inning for West Central. Sievers took one in the ribs last at bat.
He squares around, pushes it up first base, but foul.
I like the idea.
I've seen him actually bunt with 2 strikes. So
if you can do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sievers 0 for 1. Struck out in the first. Was hit last inning in the, I'll call it the upper ribs. Squares again, puts it down. It's going to be a foul ball unless it hits that lip, and it's good hustle by Little. Who knows what happens on that little grass lip. Sievers digs back in. Little's getting his sign.
There's a
pitch, shot, another one right to the right side. Nice play by the second baseman, but his throw's wide.
Cameron headed to side.
He takes a wide turn. And are they giving Severs? Yep, they're giving both runners a base. It must have went into the dugout. Is that what they're saying?
I don't know. Something. I don't know what happened there.
They're going to come in and talk about this because I mean, I'm at a bad angle to see anything up here on the West Central side of things. That makes it 6-1 West Central. That's what they're going to say. What a play by the second baseman there, covering a lot of ground. He just had to make a throw kind of on the run with his momentum working towards the line. What a great job by that young man to get to the ball. Brown up, off-speed pitch. This must be the scouting report right now. It's just steady diet early in the counts, but better be careful with this one.
Outfield's definitely playing deep on him.
Carson Brown shoots one into the gap. It's going to score 2. Easy.
He's got a stand-up double.
It's going to be a double for Brown. 2 more runs will score for West Central. And it's 8-1. That was a little closer, Severs, than I thought it was going to be because I saw it in the gap the whole way. But
Shortstop, Landon Woods.
He didn't maybe get a good read on it. Either way, it's a 2-run double for Carson Brown, who continues to see the ball like, I guess, a grapefruit. I don't know.
Or a beach ball.
Gee whiz. I had him at 51 RBIs coming into this game. He's got 3 today.
So this brings up Landon, the 4-hole hitter here. So make some contact, bud.
Swings through the first off-speed pitch. Shoots it to the right side again.
Great hitting right there.
That's going to bring Brown to the plate. What a shot by the right fielder, but he gets under it. Nice slide
by Carson Brown.
Nice slide by Brown because that was an arm from the right fielder. What a play by him.
Yeah, and they let that go through. They didn't cut it.
They should. They should have let that one go through. It was a bang-bang play. Meyer with a great slide. I'm sorry, Brown with a great slide. And Landon Woods advances to second on the throw. The Rockets want to talk about it up there on the pitching mound. Are we going to see a change here?
I don't know.
We're going to wait it out.
That's right.
Nice job by West Central. You've seen what? Johns go to the right, take the ball to the right side. Severs take the ball to the right side. Woods take the ball to the right side. Just doing those things.
Take it where the pitch goes.
Absolutely. Not pulling off the ball. Not trying to do something you can't do. And just doing the little things. So that'll bring in Meyer. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth. 9-1 West Central. He shoots one to the third baseman. Nice play by Freetag. He looks the runner back. Out number 1.
This brings in our 6-hole hitter, Tucker Arnold.
Third baseman, Tucker Arnold.
Hance let it off, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He tomahawked that ball into right center field. Oh, bunt. That's going to be popped up. The pitcher's going to handle that one for out number 2.
Center fielder, Anthony Hance.
Again, like the idea. Just got under it. Hance, who led off the inning, back at it. Started the inning with a single in the right center, and he does another one. Shoots it right to right field. Are they going to send Woods? No, I think they learned the last time. Man, what an arm by that right fielder out there.
Yes.
Right fielder, Ben Banger.
Runners on the corner. For West Central, 2 outs, 9-1 West Central. 2 big innings for West Central. Third inning scoring 3. And right now, 5 on the board for the Cougars. Banger sees strike 1.
There goes Hans. Fouls that one back. I was kind of eyeballing Mr. Coach DeWitt over there. Sorry, I was kind of eyeballing Coach DeWitt over there, and I believe Hans missed that first sign, the way he was going through the signs.
Yeah.
And without just yelling at him, telling him to steal. So
I've seen Coach Fuller do that, get frustrated, miss sign, just say,
yeah,
you're stealing.
So you see what Hans is doing now. He's at the on the grass. So he's on the grass. And they got the coach waiting, their coach, telling him not to get on the rubber. It's a Mexican standoff.
Even Chris Dewar just put his camera down. He's like, come on, fellas, let's roll.
Tell him to hold it.
Now he's just kind of walking over to first base a little bit. I think at this point, Landon's working.
So now
off
you got the
third.
right fielder coming to cover first.
I'd switch it to camera, but got the on deck
Lando
back.
just keeps creeping and creeping and creeping and creeping and creeping.
Now Hans. Hopefully you can see some of this. These umpires are just kind of standing around having a good time. Hans is on the edge of the grass, and I'm talking the outfield side. They're trying to get Rushville to just kind of make a throw over that way. Now he's just going to step back on the rubber.
Where Hans is at, it looks like the shift in MLB,
Yeah. Pitch to Banger, and he shoots one to the second baseman. Underneath his glove it goes. That's a big one. Another run scores. They're going to hold Hans at third base. Just putting the ball in play. No hit by Banger, but putting pressure on the defense.
And when that, having a, yeah.
So we've all been there, son. The worst feeling in the world. You just sneaks under you.
Yep.
That makes it 10-1 West Central. Still runners on the corner. It'll bring in Hayden Johns, who shot it to right field last time for a base hit. Outside pitch. Ball 1. And that's a big run out there as we head to the top of the 5th.
Right on.
And Johns swings at a little one out of the zone.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get that next one, get Dalton back on the mound.
And that's kind of why they were coaching. He's off the rubber right now, Little that is. Runners retreat. They're not going to do that with Banger. I think what they were trying to do with Hans, he's so fast.
He's a track star too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You watch him run in junior high. He was, I think part of the 4x4 state team, relay team. Unofficial.
Right.
Johns fouls one off.
So that take us to 2-2 on the count.
Two count, 2 runners on, 2 outs. Johns
takes that
sees
one outside.
Nice job by Hayden Johns. Base open here, but that just leads to the top of the order coming up. So I'd say Hutton's going to see, or I'm sorry, Johns is going to see something in the zone and maybe hard. He does. He pokes one into center field, but he gets under it. Center fielder drifting to right field, and he makes the catch. Big inning for West Central. They score 7 in the bottom of the 4th and lead this one 10-1. Hutton finishes up his warm-up tosses, top of the 5th. 2 big innings for West Central. They scored 3 in the 3rd inning, and a big one here in the last half inning as they scored 7. Josh Little, the pitcher right now, will step in for the Rockets. It will be Hutton still on the mound for West Central. Get to visit with Olson, Matt Olson, a little bit in between innings, so he's going to be an umpire for one of the Bananas games?
Savannah Bananas game, correct, in St. Louis. And Coach Fuller also.
Yeah, both of them are going to work the game in St. Louis, so that should be exciting.
Yeah. Yep.
And you talk about, and we knew Coach Fuller was going to, but he kind of let us know that in between innings he was doing that as well. And I remember him making a post or something about how many games he either umpires or referees in the whole year.
Matt,
it is unreal. I don't know how he keeps up with it all.
I don't either.
But one of the best in the area by far. When I was coaching, 14 years ago, Coach Abel at the high school level, he was just getting started and doing a lot of JV games, and he's really, really become a great official.
I'll just be curious what kind of dance he's going to be doing.
I don't see. Is just Coach Fuller's hip good enough for a dance?
Yeah, that's why you got to replace for the dance.
Just for the game.
Yeah.
Strikeout by Hutton to start the 5th inning. It'll be Bartlett here, the left fielder. Last time up, he popped one a mile into the air to the first baseman. A little low. Two balls, one strike here on the 9th batter. He pops another one up right side. Brown's drifting, and he makes the play. Makes the play in foul territory. Nice hustle by both Sievers and Ben Banger. Talking to him, telling him he had some more room there.
3 for 14. Klitz.
We have a pinch hitter for the Rockets. As we have a
Jason Klitz.
It'll be Klitz for Reimel.
I know his dad. He's on the Schuyler County Fair Board.
Oh, yeah?
I spent some time up there when I worked for A. Gaudio and Sons. So
I know you fuel America, but you don't get up that far to fuel those guys, huh?
No.
Mound visit over for West Central. Sun's coming out. I'm glad Phil has this tent for us that we're under.
Right, yeah.
Strike one. Winner of this game goes to Illinois College, right? That's where the sectional game's at. Sectional games.
Yeah. Routes punched their ticket. They beat Brown County today 7-1, I believe, and I don't know.
Bluffs is who were scheduled. I don't know who they're playing though.
There were Delavon. That was 4-4 in like the 5th, I believe, and I don't know the score on that one yet. So maybe between innings I'll be able to look that up.
Why, we've got some time. We're working through some pitches. 2-1 count on Hutton, but want to congratulate Briley Lawson. Kent just told me off the air. She got 6th in the state, right? I get that right? 6th place, and she was ranked 12th going in. So
nice.
Congratulations to her. Made it to day 2 through. I talked to her yesterday right around graduation time to see what time she was going to throw. And it was going to be around 11 o'clock. So Kent just got word that she got 6th place in the state, and that's a huge accomplishment for Briley Lawson. So congratulations to her as she rounds out her high school career with a 6th place in discus. Off-speed pitch is popped up in the air. This one's going to be tough. Severs is running out. And does he have it? He's got it. What a play.
Wow.
He covered some serious ground, caught the ball just kind of, I don't want to say Willie Mays style, but he had his body turned a little bit and made a heck of a play on a pop-up between Ben Bangert and Cam Severs.
So it looked like to me Ben might have slipped when he was, charging in on that. So, yeah, that's Cam just taking control out there and got it. So.
That's the type of player he is. That's 3 outs and bottom of the 5th coming up. Dalton Hutton will dig in. Bottom of the 5th inning, 10-1 West Central. Little still on the mound for the Rockets. 2 big innings for West Central. 3 runs in the 3rd inning, 6 runs in the 4th inning. Gives us a score of 10-1. The one for Rushville was a bomb. Home run by Jackson Spencer, I think it was. Hutton shoots one to the left fielder, right at him, though.
I thought it might have able to carry a little bit towards the foul line over there, but did not.
It was a shot, a line drive shot. Out number 1. That'll bring in Severs, who made a heck of a play to end the top of the 5th. Swings through a fastball. He shoots one right up the middle. Nice job by Severs. An off-speed pitch, and he'd been struggling with those all day long. Weight back and shot it right through the middle.
First baseman, Carson Brown.
What an adjustment by Severs.
Doing my assistant to the traveling secretary duties here. Looks like Illini Bluffs did beat Delavon today. 5-4. So that will put Illini Bluffs going to Illinois College also, along with the Route Rockets.
And that's who the winner of this game will play, right?
Correct. Yes. So Route, I'll try to look up there it was Abingdon, Avon, where Shane Gordon's from originally. So I know he's got a nephew playing up there, and then against Monmouth, I believe.
Hot shot to the shortstop. He can't handle it, and everybody's going to be safe.
Kent, what do you do there? What do you got, Kent?
Yeah, I agree with you. But, man, it's Carson Brown seeing the ball so well.
Shortstop Landon Woods.
I don't know what Katie's going to give it, an E6 or a hit.
I think it's got to be an error on the shortstop. I mean, it was a playable ball, but like I said, that ball was scorched. That'll bring in Landon Woods. What's Landon done, Kent? We're going to put you on the mic and on the spot.
He is 1 for 3 today. 1 for 3 with an RBI.
Dynamite drop in there, Kent.
Woods skies this one way up in the air. Free tag under it. And that's out number 2. Is that infield fly? Kent?
I would say so.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 runners on base.
But now it doesn't matter with 2 outs, no.
Right, but that made it the second. Yeah.
That's the second out now. But now
I'm just surprised he didn't call it.
Right.
Caden wearing the collar today, 0 for 3.
He's put the ball in play, but just found bad luck, that being Meyer. He shoots one foul on that one.
Base hit could end it.
Yeah, that would be handy. That'd save another inning for us, right? That'd be nice.
Sievers has a huge lead back over there. Meyer gets an off-speed pitch, but it looks like the right fielder, who's done a great job all game long for Rushville, tracks that one down. That wasn't an easy play, and I think that's, what is that, Hollingsworth out there? I'm looking. It is. What a great play by the right fielder. That's how the 5th inning will end, 10-1 West Central. Top of the 6th inning, Hutton still out there with a commanding lead, 10-1. I believe this is a pinch hitter for the Rockets. Ty Akers, who is batting for Jackson Spencer, who last at bat had hit a rope over the fence for the only run for the Rockets.
Number 25.
Yep.
His number. Yep.
Ty Akers. He swings through that one. And Hutton's working fast.
Ooh.
Inside on
Look good.
that pitch. I believe it's 2-1. No, it's 2-2. I apologize. Pitch next. Swings through that one. Makes short work of Akers.
And unofficially, I've got that with 10 strikeouts for
Dalton
Hutton today.
Good. And I just looked up. It looks like
unofficially is always official with you, buddy.
Yeah.
10 strikeouts. If you say it's 11 right now, I'm going official 11. But it is 10. Because you said so.
I see where Route will be facing Abingdon Avon. Look like they got over. They beat
the number 1 seed. You said Monmouth.
Monmouth, I believe. Yep.
Poke into right field. Banger under this one. Out number 2. Nice play by Banger. That'll bring in McGinnis, the center fielder. 2 outs in the top of the 6th as he digs in. Swings through a high strike.
Hope West Central can hold on to this lead, and this will be their 3rd regional title, correct?
I think you're right.
So
you're going to have a couple dads out there on that flatbed truck cussing you right now. They're in control right now. Still have to get 4 more outs or get the bats rolling here in the bottom half.
Across. Yep.
Meyer's been struggling a little bit behind the plate there. He's looking at his glove.
Maybe he needs to wear Chris's glasses.
I don't know. Chris, you run those down here?
Mallard's got a lot of movement on that ball right when he gets to the plate.
McGinnis goes high up for another one, and he just can't catch up to those. Nobody probably can. It's 10-1 West Central, moving to the bottom of the 6th.
Third baseman, Tucker Arnold.
Arnold will lead this one off. What is he for the day, Kent? You like how I do that?
1 for 3. Had that little single in the 2nd inning.
He sees strike 1. I believe he popped up last time on a failed bunt attempt.
Yeah, that's right.
Back to the pitcher.
He shoots that one high into the air to center field. It's going to be the center fielder, McGinnis. What a job by him. Wow. He covered a ton of ground, too.
Yes, he did.
It was high in the air. It gave him enough time, but that was still going to be a tough, tough play, and he made it look easy. That'll bring in Hance.
Anthony Hance.
He shoots it to the shortstop. A nice play. Settles, throws, gets him by maybe a half step. It's the second time we've seen that. Arnold did that in the second inning, where he beat second or third, where he beat out a throw by the shortstop. And that brings in Banger. It's on the ground to the first baseman. It's going to be tough. He's going to race to the bag. He dives head first and gets Banger by his step. Nice job by Spencer on that play. Cougars go quietly in the bottom of the 6th inning. We're going to head to the top of the 7th. 10-1 West Central. Top of the 7th inning, West Central 3 outs away from a possible regional championship, as Phil pointed out earlier. That would be 3 in a row, right?
Yeah, so just take care of business here, and let's hopefully post that up.
Pitch hitter, Trevor Perry.
Trevor Perry is pinch hitting for Stanball. And sees first pitch strike. Swings through a high fastball on that one. I'm sure it looks really, really good up there. He lays off that one.
Dalton needs to work down here.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Nice job by Meyer. Digs that one out. 2-2. Popped up and out of play. Ball low. Full count here. And that's going to be trouble. Now, Woods almost made a great play on that one. And it's a little kind of a chunk single there right between.
Kind of like the first hit of the game.
Yep. Is that the only 2 hits of the game? No, we got the home run too, don't we?
Number 10, Biggin Utter.
Hollinsworth, who had played a great right field. It's going to be Utter, though, that's going to pinch hit for him. He chokes up on the bat. Runner at first. Sees strike 1. Just a bit outside on that one. Swing and a miss on that pitch. Makes it 1-2. Unofficially, what you have him at 100 pitches.
That's what, yeah. So.
Swings through that one, and another strikeout by Hutton.
So we got one down here. This brings in
Number 30, Nolan Kettering.
Kettering is going to bat for Josh Little. See, strike one. The Rockets getting their bench in, getting some at-bats here.
takes that one upstairs. Ball one.
Snap, throw over to first on the strike call. He's back safely. Strike three. And Kettering goes down. West Central 1 out away from their third in a row regional championship. We talked a lot about these boys, a lot of baseball that they've played together. They've really turned this program around, along with the coaching staff that we mentioned earlier as well. Ball one to Brady McGinnis.
Yeah, got them to buy in, you know, to everything they do and want to do. And so.
Well, you know, Coach DeWitt deserves a lot of that with this group.
Absolutely.
You know, with the having a lot of these guys, I think since like age 7 or something, it's something 9 something.
Yeah.
Swings through that one, and that's going to put the camera at a little bit of an angle. You're just going to have to live with it right now.
Yeah, unfortunately.
That's just the way you can still see it. Fouls that one back. But he deserves a lot with this group, coaching a lot of these boys, like you said, since age 9, and they've really kind of made this a program people keep their eye on. And I think that's going to continue.
And you especially got some of these guys are going to go play on. So.
Yep. Swing and a miss, and that's a regional championship win
Good job,
for
Cougars.
the West Central Cougars.
Yep.
Big game from really everybody, but Hutton being on the mound, over 100 pitches, goes the distance. How many officially? I think he had 12 strikeouts in that game.
Let's see here. 14.
14. I missed a few of those. We're going to let Kent transition to the field. We're going to switch a camera here. We want to congratulate the Rushville Rockets.
Yep.
On,
and like I said, there's some good friends in there too, you know, with the free tag kid coming through. So, yep, it's good.
Absolutely. They had a great season, had a great win here just the other night. And they will finish their season. But that's 3 in a row, Phil.
That sounds good, doesn't it?
That does sound good. You know, from a program, you know, that really hasn't seen a lot of baseball-wise regional championships, but this group has brought 3 of them home, and so.
And there's just a lot of just effort on everyone else to make everything good around here. You know, just with the field updates and everything. So it's good. And it's good for these young guys too. You know. Couple freshmen, sophomores out here.
And, well, as we talked about, we have some Blue Cat baseball coming up.
Yeah,
but we got some Blue Cat players here watching this as well.
So this is good for them, and we definitely want, you know.
Thank everyone for coming out.
We're going to turn this over real quick to Kent, and then we'll wrap it up for you.
Their season and making it to the regional championship game. And this time, we'll present for the 3rd straight year. Present the regional championship plaque to the West Central Cougars.
You heard it from Kent. 3 straight years West Central has been the regional champion, and they go to Illinois College and will play, Phil, at what, 2 o'clock?
2 o'clock, I believe.
On
Wednesday.
On Wednesday.
Denny, are you on vacation next week?
I'm on vacation all next week. You know, we just wrapped up graduation. Normally I don't take the vacation, but I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I'm out.
So I think we need to go call that game next Wednesday, don't you?
We will try. As always, we have to work with the IHSA and pay a whatever it is, however much it is, to travel. So there's no promises, but if we can do it and we can get some help doing it, we'll definitely bring it to you. That'll be a fun game to call for the next couple of nights. But
yeah.
West Central, we're going to wrap this up quickly because Phil and I, baseball games are not over. We have another 4 more. We have the 14U playing 2 games, and we have the 13U playing a couple games.
Right. So, yeah, no, let's get this taken care of, and some photos here, and we got to tear down. And like I said, now it's more onto the Blue Cats.
Absolutely.
So,
Congratulations to West Central. Congratulations to all those seniors that you saw come and get the plaque.
We want to see these kids, buy into this program with these young kids here. So got to have the numbers, we love it. So
yep, the excitement's there, and there's a lot of reasons for that.
Absolutely.
And, so we're going to wrap this one up. Congratulations to West Central. 10-1 victory over the Rushville